Okay guys, I'm going to do some cut tests here with this Strider AR. Just got this and I wanted to test it out and do some cut tests with it. G10 handles, titanium liners. There's how it locks up. Locks up nice and solid. So what I'm going to start out with here is I'm going to start out with this. This is a Michelin tire here. It's just a car tire. It's just an old tire I found somewhere. So I'll go ahead and use this one. It's a P205 60R16 Michelin. So let's give it a go with the Strider AR. See what we got. I can feel that it's cutting very easy, but where the spine was thick was kind of slowing it down a little bit. There's the thickness. See if I'm on film here. There's how thick it is, that wall. And it's cutting it pretty easy, I'd say. Got a mosquito on me. It's not a lot of effort to cut it, so it's actually going pretty easy. A little bit awkward angle that I'm cutting at. There you go. There's what it was cutting through. Not too shabby at all. It actually felt really easy when it was inside the tire. As I would thrust down like this, it just felt like I was going through air as it was slicing. I could feel like when it would hit the wide part of the spine, but no problems. There's that cut there. I would say it passed that test with flying colors. Okay guys, the blade of the knife got pretty dirty going through the tire. See the black all over it? So what I've got here is I got a cup of water and what kind was that? It's just dish detergent. I believe it's Palmolive. So I'm just gonna dip it down in there a little bit. Just take a towel and wipe her off. Give it one more go. As long as you dry your knife off right, the water's not going to hurt it. It's kind of like how you'd clean your kitchen knives that you use in the kitchen. That's basically what I'm doing with this, so you're not going to hurt it. It's not completely clean, but most of it's off. And I'll clean it a lot more thorough later after I get the rest of the test done. Alright, I'll get back with you in a minute. On some cardboard now. See how to slice through that. Having trouble finding a good edge to start this one. Okay, there's some cardboard testing. Okay, now I'm going to try to get out to where there's some trees, sort of in the woods, and see if we can do a little bit of testing on some wood. Get back with you in a minute. Okay guys, I'm going to do a little bit of hacking around here. Strider AR. See how it works as a machete. There we go. Just for size comparison, there's how big the branch is in comparison to the blade and knife. So not too bad. Oh, check this out. Pretty cool, huh? Get it to focus in here. Let me see if I can find something else. Okay guys, I think this will be a pretty good test. Let me show you in relation to, I've got very large hands. This is pretty much a small tree here. As you can see, there's the limbs from it up there. So let's see what we can do with this. All right, here we go. Woo-wee! Yeah, baby. This is not your granddad's pocket knife, is it? Woo! This is a nice sized tree here. So basically what I'm doing, this is an extreme test that you would probably never use a pocket knife for. But if you're camping and this is all you got, guess you got a little axe on you too. Let's go. Oh man, this is great. It's really solid right there in the core. It's really solid. I can feel a difference when I get to that point. But I'm sure I've only been on this a couple of minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes and about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So there we go. Spin around this way. Sorry about the shaky camera, guys, but I am filming and doing this at the same time. Strider, baby. Holding up like a champ, man. I'm giving it about everything I got. Holding up like a champ. Core of this tree is really hard. It's got to be close. There we go. Timber. Yeah, baby. There you go. Pocket knife. Whoever thought of such things, huh? The one thing I noticed, I was gripping this knife so hard and sometimes flinging it, letting it move in my hand. My pocket clip is a little bit loose. I've got the tool at home to tighten it up. But as you can see, it also has the hole there that Strider puts. So even if it's loose, this is demonstrate to you how it still won't move around much. And then, like I said, when I get home, I've got the bit to tighten that up. I was extremely swinging this knife in my hand and letting it move around and gripping it tough for it to do that. Under normal conditions, I would say this will never move. This knife retails for $400. You might be able to find it cheaper on some of the forums online. And look at that, some dirty G10. I'll clean this whole thing up when I get home. But yeah, I like it, guys. No problem for the Strider. So if you're out camping and you don't have an axe, you know what you can do. Get you one of these babies and it'll suffice. That's just a very extreme test. So let me see if I can find something else to do with this, and I'll get back with you. Now what I'm going to attempt to do, as you can see this tree in front of you, I'm going to attempt to chop this tree in two. Right here. I'm kidding, guys, I'm kidding. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some spine whack tests on the AR. There's the lockup. It's still locked up. Okay. That's good enough for me. So yeah, all in all, I'd say that's a pretty rugged knife, guys. Just a standard Strider AR. It's the older version with the G10 handles on both sides. And it's got the juice. It's got what it takes. This is Humans for Targets, Strider AR, and we're out. Okay, guys, I got the knife home, cleaned it up, tightened the pocket clip, got a little screwdriver bit out, or a little driver bit for that. Tightened it up, back to perfect. Here it is. Touched it up on my Spyderco Sharp Maker on the fine ceramic rods when I got it home. Put a little bit of oil into the pivot. Cleaned everything, including the G10, with dish detergent and warm water. Dried everything off really well. There's the lockup. And let me get a piece of paper here. Okay, so that's after cutting that entire sidewall off that tire, chopping down a couple of limbs, and then chopping that tree down, and then bringing it home, and just I only made 5 passes on each side of the knife on the white ceramic rods with the Sharp Maker to get it back to this level. So I'm really happy with how the test went. I'm telling you guys, I don't know if it's going to show on film. I was swinging this knife so hard when I was chopping that tree down. You would not have believed how hard I was swinging this knife when I was chopping that small tree down there. I was about giving it everything I got, using it just like if it was an axe. I mean, and this is a folding knife, you know. That's just an extreme test to show you how overbuilt that the Strider is. Look at all this titanium in there. See those two back spacers there? It goes all the way through. It's undrilled titanium liners. And titanium spacers. Liner lock. It's about as thick as any frame lock you'd find, unless it's a Strider. It has solid lockup. Came through that test with flying colors. I'm very pleased with how it worked. And like I said, if you're out camping or you need to cut down some firewood and you don't have an axe, this pocket knife will get you through. Don't try this with your average pocket knife. Humans for Targets, Strider AR, and we're out.